So I'm going to show you how to create your website. So the first thing you need to do is go to Google Sites. So if you click that link there, it takes you to Google Sites, and you're going to get a page. Mine looks slightly different. Yours is going to have just a little graphic of a, kind of looks like a newspaper with the things popped out. Okay? But you have the same things on the top and on the sides. Do you see that create button? Go ahead and click that create button. Okay, at this point, I've created 3 templates for you to use to choose from. Like maybe by next year I'll have 3 more up there, but I've created 3 different designs for you to use. So when you go to Browse Gallery for more, you just click on it. It's going to give you some choices. This one is not the choice to use. You're going to use either Poetry Portfolio Template, this one, or this one, or this one. Let me just show you, because on your Chromebooks you can't see the images. Even on these thumbnails you don't see what it really looks like. So I'm going to click on it so that you can see it. When I click on it, oh, even here it doesn't show up really well. But it kind of looks, let me see. Okay, so template number 1, the first choice, looks like this. They all look the same. They all have the name on the top, and they all have these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 categories. So this is template number 1. Template number 2 looks like this, so a little more geometric. And template number 3 looks like this. Okay. So when you're here, choose the one you want to use. So you choose the one you want, so 1, 2, or 3. I'm going to choose 3. And then you might have to scroll down, but there's a select button at the bottom. You click select. Yes, click select. Then it's going to say name your site. You are going to put your first initial of your first name, so I'm putting mine. And then your space, and then your last name. Capitalize your last name, please. Yes. Well, no, just the first letter. And then poetry portfolio. Yes. This is an actual website. Again, once you get your name, your first initial, your last name, poetry portfolio, you click the create button, and it creates the site. All right, so when you're done, when you click create, you should have a website that looks like this, or with whatever design you have. Okay? Website up, right? So now by looking at it, you see that it's got some Latin words on the bottom. That's just filler things that they put on everything just so that you know that that's where you're going to edit. So what you're going to do is you're going to click the little edit button right here where it says edit page. It's a little pencil. And then you're going to scroll down to that Latin stuff, that Latin words, highlight the whole thing, click backspace 1 time, and now you're going to write an introduction to your website. You're going to maybe start it like this. This website is a poetry portfolio for English 9 at Imperial High School. So you're putting a brief description of the website itself. So I put this website's a poetry portfolio for English 9 at Imperial High School, and then you are going to put these things in a short paragraph. That we analyzed and annotated poetry by well-known poets. We also wrote our own poems. Then we wrote a biographical research essay, and finally we created a works cited page in MLA format. So you're just going to write this in sentence format, not bullet form, okay? So go ahead and write your introduction. I'll give you about 5 minutes. So once you're done with your template, you click save. So everybody click save right now. So once you're done with your introduction, click save. Click save. Okay, so we're gonna do something really quick because I didn't know how to do it before in third period, but I want to get these parts done right now. So go to the poet biography page. Okay, so go to the poet biography tab that's right here. And if you click on it, it takes you to the poet biography page. You know that because the title's right there. So we are going to add our poet biography. Even though you're not finished, you can still add it because the cool thing about Google and Google Sites and Google Docs is they all work together. So any changes you make in Google Docs will automatically show up on here and you don't ever have to change anything here. Okay, so let's go to the edit for this page. You click edit. And I want you to scroll down. Those of you who have this template, you need to scroll down past this picture and then click enter. And then you are going to go to insert and go to Google Drive. And then go to document. Insert, drive, document. There you need to look for your poetry biography. So mine has, oh, here's one right here. So bio essay template. I click that one and I click select. And I make sure that I uncheck this and leave everything else the same. And you click save. Then we don't want it to be off-centered, so I want it to be centered, so I'm going to click the centered button on this part right here. So I click this align center. And then I click save. And then through the magic of technology, there's your essay. You see it right there. And any changes you make to your essay on Google Docs will automatically show up here. So now that you have your essay on there, let's go ahead and put your works cited page. Even if you haven't even started it, let's put it in there. So let's click works cited. And then we're going to do the same process. We have to edit. So in the works cited page, you're going to click edit. And those of you who have this one, there's a picture, so you have to go past the picture. Then you say insert, and then you say Google Drive, document, because it's a Google Doc. Then you find your works cited page, and you click on it and select it. Again, uncheck the one that says include title, and then click save. So then it's centered. Again, you're not going to see anything until you click save. And once you click save, your works cited page shows up. Okay? And even if you're not done with it, like this one, you can see that it needs to be indented on the second line, that you can go into your Google Doc in Google Docs and edit it, and then the edits, then tomorrow we'll do the original poems. If we're going to do the published poems. So click on Published Poems. Oops. So on Published Poems, again, I'm going to edit it. So I click Edit. And then I go below the image. This time I'm going to say Insert again. Drive, but instead of document, I'm going to go down to presentation because all of our templates are soapstone templates for presentations. So I click presentations and I'm going to see our soapstones here. You're going to see yours. Choose, it doesn't have to go in any order as long as all 8 of them are there. So you choose one, you click select, uncheck the title, make it size medium, so where it says size, it's automatically set to small, so you're going to go on the arrow and then go down to medium, then click save, and then center it. Then right after it, so you put your cursor after it and then you hit enter 2 times. And then you insert, drive, presentation, you find your next one, select it, uncheck the title, make it medium, then click save, center it on the page, enter 2 more spaces, and keep repeating the process till you've got all 8 on there. So you continue doing this until you've got all of your poet poems that you analyzed and did soapstones for, and then all of the ones we did in class. The Oh Captain, My Captain, the Bells, the Road Not Taken, and the Sharks. So there's going to be 8 templates on there if you did everything and you completed everything. Now take a look at what happens when I click save. The presentations show up right here. And then a viewer who goes to your website, all they have to do is just click through and they see the whole thing. Okay? So yours would have all 8 of them on here. So now you've got everything on there except for your original poems. In the next video, I'll show you how to create the flipbook for the original poems and how to add it onto your website.